Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 2023 Marketing Materials Training video from Virginia Fresh Match. I'm Lene Hood, the Virginia Fresh Match Network Director. Today, I'm just going to provide you with a brief overview of our 2023 marketing materials, including how to access those, organize them, and customize them using Canva. So what we'll go over today in our training video is first and foremost how to access the Virginia Fresh Match Google Drive. I think this is often the hardest piece of the puzzle, is tracking down all of the various folders that we have. So we have a 2023 Marketing Resources for VFM Outlets folder. You probably received a link to this from Sam. I will also share it on the All Outlet listserv as well as directly with all the regional leads so that you have the most up-to-date link. If you can't find the folder, no worries. Feel free to reach out to your regional lead, or you can write to me directly, Lene@leapforlocalfood.org. So first, we're going to find our Google Drive folder, and I will show that to you and provide a tour of what's inside the folder. You're then going to find a file titled VFM Guide to Canva Marketing Materials 2023. And in that file, you'll find links to all of the different print and social media materials that you can use for this year. We also will take a tour of Canva, which is a free graphic design software that you can use online in order to access the materials, organize them into folders, as well as make some customizations that will allow you to add outlet-specific information, such as your hours of operation, location, and so forth. And finally, we'll just go through how to use some of that functionality in Canva. So now I'm going to exit out of this presentation and we're going to begin to look at that Google Drive that includes all of the Virginia Fresh Match marketing materials for 2023. So again, I will make sure that everyone gets a link to this folder. So first, you'll see that there are quite a few subfolders as well as files inside. So first, I just want to show you this folder called PDF or JPEGs for VFM marketing. And here you're going to find actual PDF files of some of the basic materials. So this includes things like the VFM sticker, also the rack card in English, the rack card with a QR code, and I'll show you that one. So this is a basic rack card that includes some information about how to use VFM, as well as a QR code that people can scan in order to be taken to our website to find the closest outlet to them. So these are materials that you could go ahead and use and print. They do not require customization. So if you're feeling like you just don't really have time or energy to use Canva and you would like to use some of these standard materials, these are here ready for you. So going back, so that again was in the PDF folder. In the main area here, we have a couple different files that you could utilize. One is our Impact one-pager, and that essentially just includes some of the successes of Virginia Fresh Match in 2021. We will be providing a 2022 Impact one-pager and report soon. I want us to really spend most of our time today talking about our VFM Guide to Canva material. So I'll go ahead and open that up now. And this list has been updated for 2023. We are in the process now of creating new materials for 2024. But for our 2023 upcoming season, this is what we have available. So you'll see there's two main categories here. So we have our print materials, which are customizable, meaning that you can add outlet-specific information like your address, your operating hours, your market logo or your store logo, and so forth. We also have a category for social media materials. That includes everything from Facebook posts, Instagram posts, and so forth. So those are not customizable, but could simply be downloaded and utilized in your social media efforts. There's also a smaller category here of Spanish language materials. So that includes some of the more basic materials, including the rack card, posters, and a couple of Facebook ads. We are very well aware that our clientele are much more diverse than just English and Spanish speaking populations. So we will continue to work to add other languages to make our materials even more relevant to our clients. So in thinking about just our print materials, so the rack card is essentially like a postcard shape. And that is really useful if you want to display promo information at the farmer's market booth or put it like in a card holder. It's also really a useful material to pass out to stakeholders. So for example, you could place rack cards at the Department of Social Services so that when SNAP participants sign up, they have access to that. These could also be passed around to local businesses, really anything that, any place that you think might be a valuable area to promo the program. Rack cards are really useful for that. Also posters, which are essentially a 8.5 by 11 standard size sheet of paper. So those would also be called a flyer. So those are really convenient and easy to print and might be essentially one of your go-to materials. We also have some larger options available, so an 11 by 17 poster, as well as banners, which many markets find useful to put on like the front of the market manager's booth. Also sandwich board. So sandwich board is something that we use locally to put at the entrance of our farmers market. And so when people first walk in, they're able to see immediately that we offer an incentive program. And then lastly, stickers. Both adults and kids love stickers. And so that's a really great lower cost option if you're looking for some smaller, these are 3 by 3 inch stickers that appeal to a wide audience. So those are all materials that can be actually customized in Canva. And I'll click on one now and we can kind of get a sense of how we do that. So let's start we'll use our rack card as the example. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the rack card, and this is going to take me into Canva. So if you've never used Canva before, again, I highly encourage you just to go ahead and set up your free account. Canva also offers a premium account that gives you access to different fonts and templates and things, but honestly, for the purposes of VFM materials, a free account will get the job done. So that's really all I encourage you to access. So you'll see that I'm already logged in, and I have clicked on the rack card and it's taken me to what we would consider the Virginia Fresh Match master copy or original. So remember that as you click into these materials, the first thing you need to do is copy that material into your own folder so that you are not manipulating our master or original copies. And so I have honestly already made this mistake numerous times and accidentally started working with some of the master material. So just remember, first line of defense, when you get there, make sure you're copying, and I'll show you how to do that. We also have here on the third page just some instructions in terms of how to make a copy. So you'll go to File, Make a Copy, and that's always going to be our first step. Then you'll be able to save that file wherever you wish. It could be in your main projects area. It could be in a special folder that you create. So I'll likely create a special folder today so you can see what that looks like. And then once you make that copy, you essentially have a fresh material that you can work with and start to customize to fit your needs. So you can see here on our rack card that we have essentially how the program works. And then on page 2, this is the area that you could sort of add your own mark. So that could be the name of your outlet when you're open, your address, the point of contact, as well as a space to even add your logo. So let's go ahead and get started. So remember, our first step is we're going to make a copy. So we're going to go here to File, and then we're going to scroll down to Make a Copy. And so you'll see it's going to open us up a new tab. And here I've got a fresh a version of the rack card that is in my account and not the Virginia Fresh Match master copy. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and give it a new name. So right now it says Copy of Rack Card VFM. I'm going to make that something a little better. So we're going to put Piney Creek Farmers Market Rack Card. Okay, and that's going to be our new title. And I would really like to put this in its own folder. So let's go ahead and do that before we start the process of making edits to it. So we're going to go then to File, and then you can go to Save to Folder. And this is really great because it'll allow you to organize all your different projects. So maybe you have a folder that is for your farmers market in general. You could have one for like your home projects. And then, you could build from there. So you might want to have like a special material just or a special folder just for your incentive items. And so you can see here, I have a Piney Creek Farmers Market folder. I could put it in there, or I could also hit create new and just give a folder a new name. So I'm going to put Piney Creek Farmers Market Incentive Program, and that's going to be my new folder. And I'm going to say add to new folder. And now that is going to be easy for me to find when I log into Canva. I'd essentially just go to my home screen, look at my projects, and then there you'll see your folders, and you can click into those and access your materials. So I've got my copy here and I'm ready to roll in terms of making edits. So the next thing you'd want to do is really decide like what types of edits would you like to make. And this is where, maybe you have some advanced graphic design experience, or maybe you just have a really good eye and you know how you'd like to manipulate these materials. But for a lot of us, including me, I don't really have those skills or that expertise. And so I'd probably just do some of the basics. So what I would really focus on is page 2 here, really customizing to add my outlet information and my logo. And to do that, there's a lot of different tabs here that you could use to make design modifications. So you could hit design, and that's going to pop out different templates and styles that you could apply. Likely you're not going to use that for these materials because they already have a style and a template in place. Instead, you might want to go down to the text option, and there it gives you the option to do headings, also different font combinations. You can add, different styles to that. There are stickers you could put on and all sorts of things. I would really encourage you just to keep it simple. And in that, you might want to just like click on the text box around this and then begin to write whatever you would like to put on there. And it, gets more fancy than that depending on the types of modifications you'd like to make. You can swap out colors, you can do some modifications with the fonts, with the spacing, the sizing, and all types of, color and text effects. You would also be able to upload any type of logo that you have and stick that in the appropriate box. So definitely feel free to, use your skills, be as creative as you'd like to be, but I would really encourage you to, kind of keep within the general spirit of the materials and try to keep it simple. Ideally, this process would only take you, 5 or 10 minutes, depending on the type of customization you'd like to make. I really appreciate your time. If anyone has any questions for me, I'm more than willing to chat with you. Also, please do reach out to us if you can't locate the main Virginia Fresh Match marketing folder, or if you need any assistance along the way.